Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I would like to start off by saying representation matters. Whether that means somebody our age in positions of power, whether that means somebody who expresses themselves like us, somebody who looks like us, or somebody who loves like us. Without representation, it's hard for young people to see themselves in the future, never mind seeing themselves in positions of power or around tables that are deciding things about their lives every single day. I'm lucky enough to have been on both sides of that table. I've been the young person who didn't feel worthy enough of having my voice heard about a topic I cared about. But I've also been a young queer person who has been in positions of power, who has the ability to impact decisions around tables that I exist at. Making that jump was hard, but it's also really important for me to recognize that even though making that jump was hard, that as a cisgender white man, I still have privileges that helped make that possible. With that said, this journey for me consisted of taking risks, believing in myself, and building a support system. These 3 steps were what allowed me to ultimately travel our nation while exploring my passions and providing other opportunities to young people. Let's first start by talking about taking risks. For any youth-serving professional or young person viewing this, getting out of our comfort zone is critical for growth. For me, that meant intentionally putting myself out there, putting myself in places where I was surrounded by people who knew more than me and those who challenged me to think outside the box that I grew up in. It also meant applying for experiences, even though the risk of failure was high. It meant jumping in headfirst when opportunities presented their way, and it meant listening to the experiences of those around me and learning as much as I possibly could. Taking risks is all about vulnerability. When it comes to believing in myself, this is something I continue to work on every single day. As I mentioned, without representation, it's hard to imagine what our dreams can be, never mind believing in yourself enough to achieve them. Believing in yourself is not just about self-love, it's about self-actualization. It's important to know that we can't pour from an empty cup, and that means that we need to take care of ourselves and understanding how important that is. And oftentimes that starts with us believing that we're worthy enough to take care of ourselves. And finally, when it comes to building a support system, it's important to know that that looks different for every single one of us. For some of us, it's about, the family we were born into. For some of us, it's our chosen family. Regardless of who that family consists of, it's about understanding that asking for help and leaning on others is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it's the opposite. Vulnerability is strength, and it's essential to our existence. So that's what activism did for me. It helped me enlarge my support system. It helped me believe in myself. It helped me realize that I am not alone in my small town, and it allowed me to take intentional, strategic risks that helped set my course in a direction that I could not have even imagined. So to the adults out there, help by living your authentic lives. Help serve as representation and invite young people to the table not as token young voices, but as the critically important stakeholders that they are. And ultimately, remember, young people are not the leaders of tomorrow. We're the leaders of today. Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us for the Train to Positivity Virtual Summit. We hope you choose to have a great day. Please be sure to check out other positive influencers throughout the summit. And if you enjoyed this specific talk, feel free to like and subscribe and share with other positive humans through your favorite social media outlets using the hashtag #TrainOfPositivity.